Monroe filmed the scene in The 7-Year Itch where her skirt flies up. That's very famous. It drew a crowd of cheering men, and her husband, Joe DiMaggio, was there, and he got very upset with her, and then right after, he beat her black and blue.
I've never felt bad for anyone for being an attractive white woman until Sydney Sweeney, because she can't do anything without the reaction to it being fucking nuts. I just saw an ad. She's going to be in a new movie called Immaculate, and just guess what the comments were. It was her talking. She's like, I'm going to be in the movie. You could probably guess what every individual comment said. And like, she was on SNL, right? She was on SNL. And they made her do a sketch. Where she's like the head cheerleader trying to fuck Air Bud. They had her flirting with a dog. Like, I would live in a cabin in the middle of fucking Wisconsin or something. I would get the fucking Kendrick Lamar light phone that doesn't let you have apps. And like, trust me, like, I get that. Don't take this video too seriously. I understand that it's not like real layers of privilege and things like that. But god damn, bro. I have never seen any normal reaction to anything Sydney Sweeney does. Imagine being on a TV show and showing up for the next season and meeting an actress who the director found because she played you in porn. Like, I would lose it. What do you mean, Mr. Director? What do you mean how did you find her?
Went and researched this woman, and this was the best picture I could find of this woman. But other times that I've seen her, I did not know who she is. Like, I went and read who she is as an actor, a movie, an influencer. And she's looked up a lot, and people really like her, maybe for her beauty and less to do with the work that she puts in. And people are fixated, Western people are fixated on her, But as I look at her, this is for me personally. I'm an African woman in South Africa, okay? I have eyes too. Like, I saw her and I saw people talking about her. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Except for this picture. I like this picture. She looks beautiful in this picture, right? This moment where she looks like this, and like, I don't see it. I don't see that conventionally pretty white woman. I don't see it. There've been women that I've seen in my eyes, guys. Keep in mind, I'm an African woman from South Africa, and I have eyes too. Believe it or not, I have eyes. Whom conventionally attractive to me, whom are white girls, in what I would typically expect a white, conventional, beautiful woman would look like, who's white. And I don't see it in her. I just don't see it in her for some reason, except for the fact that she has blonde hair. And I guess automatically, if you have blonde hair in Hollywood or in the Western world, you're beautiful. It's not the case for me, I've seen brunettes, I've seen women with black hair, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous women. I just feel like she's called out because she has blonde hair. And this is what normally, and slightly blue eyes. And automatically she's just, oh yeah, she's beautiful, nothing else. She's light-skinned, blue-eyed. Let me see another picture. Is that blue? Yeah, she's like white and blonde hair, and and semi-like slightly bluish eyes, So for me, I was like, and she's thin, by the way, she's thin. So like a lot of things, like, I don't group people like Marilyn Monroe, for example. We're gonna talk about her in a moment. We're gonna get to her because somebody used Marilyn Monroe as an example, so we're gonna get to her.
After Marilyn Monroe filmed the scene in The 7-Year Itch where her skirt flies up, that's very famous. It drew a crowd of cheering men, and her husband, Joe DiMaggio, was there, and he got very upset with her, and then right after, he beat her black and blue. So bad that the next day when they were filming, they really had a hard time trying to make her over in order for her to film. This woman has one of the craziest stories that, like, most people don't know. And, like, not to make it a competition with Sydney Sweeney. Obviously, like, Sydney Sweeney is also going through really weird sexualization and awful things due to her being an attractive white woman in media. But as soon as I saw that video, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that a lot of really terrible, awful things used to. This was the husband who beat her after a bunch of men were cheering at her because her skirt was flying up. This is her husband, Joe DiMaggio. Lots of really crazy, ridiculous things used to happen to women all the time. We just don't talk about them as much because there wasn't social media at the time. But I don't know. I often think it's interesting. Like, I think where a lot of men think the scale of like what behavior was at a certain time is, it's definitely a lot further left. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that what Sydney Sweeney is going through with like people over sexualizing her isn't horrific, but yeah, Marilyn Monroe literally filmed the scene and after went to her hotel room and Joe was waiting to just like get her. So that's crazy.
I've always thought to myself that Jane was the gorgeous one. I'm sorry, that's just, I thought that she had this sophisticated, soft, this confidence. She was just beautiful in my eyes. And oftentimes, because she was probably brunette or has black hair, I'm not sure, but I don't know, but it looks black here. But whatever she is, stunning, amazing looking woman. And her body too. Let's just go to her body. Not go wrong with her. Like for me, I feel like Marilyn Monroe was conventionally attractive and had like a choke neck on white men with a fetish, because that's exactly what it was. And they just desired her for anything but the fact that they were fixed upon this blonde and blue eye thingy, especially the blonde hair. But she was stunning. Like, they don't have eyes. I don't feel like men really have eyes. They just want us to look like. This is why also they went to other countries and then started selecting people based on what they preferred, which would be a lighter woman who's not really light, but literally closer to the demographic of women in their countries. And I also remember a guy telling me, that I was talking about black women, was talking about the beauty. No, like he was attracted to me, like, I'm going to make you mine, this white guy from Czech Republic. And we started off as good friends. And this man, he was like to me, I want you to be mine. And I was like, okay, it's fine. But I knew he was trash anyway. I just knew it. Like, I knew I couldn't, like, we wouldn't last, because I could see it. I could smell it. Don't ask me how, but I could see it. I could really feel the energy between us, that So one day, honest conversation, I wasn't trying to trick him or anything, but I'm glad I asked it. I wasn't even asking, like, was mere like a conversation. I'm stalling, I'm sorry. But to get to the point, I said, I love black girls. I love how they look. They're so beautiful to me, because we were talking about black girls. I don't know how. I forgot where this thing came about. And out of the way, like, I'm yours, right? As you can just, can just push it off, right? As you go. You won't think of saying about while white women are more beautiful. Excuse me, sir, what? Seriously, he said white girls are more beautiful. And I was like, okay, what's that got to do with what we're talking about? Like, that crushed it. Like, that just crushed everything for me. Like, I lost it. Like, I was like, you know what? This is the end. Like, I never really talked to him again. I never told him the reason why I left. And, like, I don't want you to fix it. Like, let somebody else who needs a savior come and deal with you. But me? For the same reason, I think she's beautiful. I feel like she's always been beautiful and overlooked. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think and let me know, okay?